Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Star back another video today, and we're gonna be I'm gonna be doing my predictions for the NBA 2023 NBA awards. And I'm so mad that I missed this because I had no idea the defensive player was being announced. The defensive player of the year was being announced tonight as Jaren Jackson. That was one defensive player of the year, and I missed that. So I'm not going to be able to make a prediction about that, but I will be, going with, telling you what I would have picked, but excited to do this. I'm going to give you the dates that most of the stuff that are happening. These are only four that we know right now, or maybe you do know, but this is only thing on the website that it says. So defensive player was announced tonight on the 17th. Then on the 18th, tomorrow, the Kia Clutch Player of the Year will be announced. Then the 19th, Wednesday, NBA Coach of the Year. And then April 20th, Kia Sixth Man of the Year. And then I don't know about the rest. I don't know. What else is there? There you got MVP. Is that the only one that we don't know? I think that's the only one. Oh, most improved. We don't know the date. And so for Rookie of the Year. So, let's go over my predictions, though. I'm excited to, go over this stuff. Now, I'm going to start with Defensive Player of the Year. Obviously, Jaren Jackson Jr. already won this award. I honestly wasn't going to pick him. I was leaning towards Brook Lopez. Brook Lopez was an amazing defensive player this year with block shots and everything, did everything defensively. I thought Brook Lopez was going to win this award, but Jaren Jackson Jr. did get it. It was amazing on the defensive end this year, and I think that is well-deserved for him. Then to the Kia Most Improved Player, you got Jalen Brunson of the New York Knicks, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Lauri Markkanen. I think all three of these players improved a lot this year, including Brunson and Shai, but it's obvious it has to go to Lauri Markkanen. He's, what he excelled from Cleveland last year, what's averaging like 12, 13 points per game, to going to Utah this year and becoming an all-star and the best player on the roster, and the way he played with Utah was unbelievable, and I think he's going to win this award by a mile. Then for the Rookie of the Year, you got Paolo Banchero of the Orlando Magic, Walker Kessler of the Utah Jazz, and Jalen Williams of the OKC Thunder. All three of these players are amazing players, but it still doesn't make sense to me how Benedict Mathurin is not on this list, but whatever. But I do got to go with Paolo Banchero to win the award. I like everything I saw from Jalen Williams and Walker Kessler this year, but Paolo Banchero was an amazing rookie this year, did great things for Orlando, and he's going to have a great future in this league. For Kia NBA Sixth Man of the Year, you have Emmanuel Quickley for the New York Knicks, Bobby Portis for the Milwaukee Bucks, and Malcolm Brogdon of the Boston Celtics. Bobby Portis, he was amazing. Emmanuel Quickley, he was great when he played, but, he really started to heat up at the end of the season. Not that he was bad in the beginning of the season, he just wasn't as good as he was playing at the end of the year. I think this award clearly is going to go to Malcolm Brogdon. It was amazing for the Boston Celtics this year. It was an amazing sixth man. That's what he did the whole year. I'm not saying it, yes, Quickly, he was an inefficient, sixth man. Brunson missed some time and quickly would become a starter. Portis, he didn't start that much. I think he started at least probably a couple games. But Brogdon played every game off the bench this season. He was an efficient sixth man. And it's not that, every time he touched the floor when he was with the Boston Celtics was a great game for him, and he did a great job for the Boston Celtics this season, and he should definitely win this award. That's my prediction. And for the Kia NBA Clutch Player of the Year, you got DeMar DeRozan of the Chicago Bulls, Jimmy Butler of the Miami Heat, and De'Aaron Fox of the Sacramento Kings. I don't even have to tell you who this is. It's De'Aaron Fox. He was amazing this season, and he was clutch when the Kings needed him. He was clutch the other night against the Golden State Warriors in Game 1. He was clutch all year, and he's definitely going to win that award for sure. I can guarantee you that. And then I got someone else for the Sacramento Kings winning this award. NBA Coach of the Year, Joe Mazzulla from the Boston Celtics, Mark Dynal, I probably said that wrong, for the Oklahoma City Thunder, and Mike Brown for the Sacramento Kings. I'm going to give, high props to Joe Mazzulla and Mark Dynalt. But, look what Joe Mazzulla did. I mean, He's coached a team who was in the NBA Finals last season, who lost their head coach, was suspended for the whole year, stepped up and did a great job. Was the number 2 seed in the Eastern Conference. To step up like that was amazing, and he did a great job. Mark Daigneault, I mean, look at what he did. The OKC Thunder were projected to be, the worst team in the Western, or one of the worst teams in the Western Conference, either 13 or 14. 15 was expected to be the San Antonio Spurs, the Rockets, and the Rockets and Thunder were in the mix of 14, 13. So the Thunder were not expected to be good. They played great basketball. Their whole team did. Their team came together and played great basketball, went 40-42, probably won 17 or 15 wins, more wins than they were expected to, made it to the play-in game, the 10-9 game, beat the Pelicans team, who had a really nice veteran team, then had struggled in the game that could have got them in the playoffs against the Timberwolves, but they played their asses off all year, got to the playoffs, some play-in, that something they weren't expected in, and did a great job, and their team did too. But Mike Brown, look at what he did. He got hired from the Kings. He broke a 16-year playoff drought and broke that playoff drought and was amazing. An amazing coach. They played great. They finished third in the West. Their team has been great. Their organization has been run well by Mike Brown. I think the award has to go to him just from, everything the Kings have flipped their organization around to this season. I think it's definitely going to go to Mike Brown. And then for what else? What awards have I missed? Obviously the big MVP award, which I want to save for last, which I think I might have already done everything. I'm trying to see. Is this the last one I have to do? Yep. The big MVP award, and the 3 nominees announced are Giannis Antetokounmpo, for the Milwaukee Bucks, Joel Embiid for the Philadelphia 76ers, and 2-time reigning champion for the Denver Nuggets, Nikola Jokic. Does he take his crown for the 3rd straight year for MVP? I will say Jokic gets a lot of hate, in my opinion. He's an amazing player. He's an effing unbelievable player. Just one of the best centers, the best center I think in basketball right now. But I will say, I think with voters, I think Joel Embiid is highly more favored for this award. And I think offensively, Joel Embiid was a way better player this year. Yes, Jokic was an amazing, brought the team together for, being number 1 in the West, and was an amazing, not only scorer, but, passer and everything he did for that offense. He was amazing offensively. But I think Embiid, the numbers he brought up for the Sixers this season was unbelievable. I think the voters are favored over him, especially because Jokic has won it 2 years in a row. You haven't seen, I don't know the last time you saw a player win 3 MVPs in a row. Someone tell me that. I mean, I wouldn't even bet MJ has done that before. But I think it has to go to Joel Embiid to win the MVP award. And I could be wrong because Jokic had a great season. Both guys had great seasons. Jokic won the battle last year for MVP, and I think Embiid's going to take the battle this year. I think both players played really well, and it was a battle all year for the MVP. And don't say, you're not taking any credit to Giannis. I think Giannis had a great year, but I just don't think, compared to Embiid, the years that Embiid and Jokic had, I just don't think Giannis has a chance to win this award. But, I think it's just going to be a really tight one to see who wins that MVP award. And you guys have more thoughts on your predictions. Give me your predictions. That's a video because enjoyed, and peace out.